Hello, relatables. You are very much welcome to another episode of the Relationship Talk. And if you're very much in tune with Afrobeats, I'm pretty certain you've heard "Love is sweet, oh, when money enter, love is sweet." Exactly. So today we will be discussing the role of money in relationships. And to my right, we have Crispy K, and he is for the motion. Indeed, it's important. And then we have Nayele that doesn't think it's too important for money to be a factor in a relationship. So, ladies and gentlemen, these are my guests. Could you give them a warm welcome for me? Crispy K and Nayele. Welcome, guys.
Thank you.
So I'll start with you, Chris. Do you think money is the cement, the bonding glue, the agent necessary for a relationship to thrive?
I will not necessarily call it a bonding agent or the cement, I should put it. But I do believe it's very important to maintain or to sustain a relationship, especially in modern day Ghana. You get it. Back in the day, hunting and gathering, when it was all about the men going out there, to go get income, go get the bread, come back home, and then, get the wife to do one or two things, right? These days, it's flipped. We have women who are earning way more than men, right? Imagine you finish school in 2015, or even today. You and I, we finish school today, right? And then, even if we want to get into a relationship, there's an expectation on your end that as a guy, I have to sort of spend.
Yeah, definitely.
I really don't see why that should be the case, because we both finished school today. Come on, we both completed today. We are going to face the world equally, and then already you're expecting me to spend. So there's that expectation there that exists. Okay, now if we get into a relationship and there are things to be done, basically, I do not want to call it money per se. I'll call it financial security.
All right.
So we all have that level of comfortability that we are okay with, right? Someone can be okay with a Kia Morning. Someone is okay with a bed. That Kia Morning is like their Range Rover or their, whatever, premium car you can think about. But some people want that lavish, exquisite life to say, indeed, I have arrived and this is my level of security. So whether it's a poor guy or a rich guy, money must be involved somehow. And if there's no money, where are you going?
Poor guy, rich guy, money must be involved now.
Absolutely.
Do you think so? There are some poor people that are in relationships that are thriving, and you definitely know because they're poor, they have nothing. They don't have any kwacha to save their life.
Nah, it's not poor. She can't relate.
Hey, you can't talk for me.
But I mean, you're saying both rich and poor, regardless. It's not important. I mean, to you, you said it's very important,
Absolutely.
regardless. But then Na's of a different view, and I really want to hear from her.
For me, I don't think like money is a cement or foundation of the relationship.
Yeah.
I think money makes it better. It makes it, obviously, when there's money in a relationship, that relationship is better than, a poor, like another relationship that there's no money involved. Like they're literally poor. So money makes it better, but it's not the foundation and everything. Women now, the modern women now, we are craving for like protection, right?
Money comes with quite the protection as well.
No, I'm not talking about like financial security as he was saying. I mean like
Well, you want a knight to be following you around, that kind of protection.
Not that way. Like, for me, I look at other things when it comes to who I want to go out with, other than money. Like, someone, is the person kind? Is the person emotionally intelligent? All those things. They come before money. I'm not saying that I'm going to date a poor person.
No, so if they have all of these things and they don't have money, what do you do?
It depends. Are they smart? Are we going to
They
make
be
money in future?
They be
Yeah.
Ghana girl today. Oh, we be like,
So far as it's not the first thing I look at. I don't think is very,
but
very
statistics
important.
show that the increase in divorce rates can be related to factors. The first two factors, sex and money, or
Money and
finances.
sex.
Yes, money and sex.
Yeah.
So, most of the time we overlook it at the beginning, but we go into the relationship and we realize, looks like it's an essential.
Haven't there been relationships that there is money, like the guy is very rich and that relationship still didn't last?
Oh, yeah.
There's an abuse in there, so eventually they'll break up. Or
But some
there's
people will tell you they'll
divorce.
prefer to cry in a Ferrari and a Bugatti
They
and
will
a
die.
Bentley.
They will die in Ferrari or Bugatti when they are being abused.
Well, I get your point though. However, let's rewind and go back to the sexes, gender. I think we've come to the period where who brings what to the table is important. And on the guy's side, like you mentioned, because of patriarchy and how we're expecting guys to make it in life, whether you finish school today or not, you're expected to be able to provide.
Yep.
And on the top of the list of provision is money. Even though security is part, which
Yeah.
emotional security and all.
The money can actually help you get that security. When you see
So-
those electrical fences, what do you think?
So which gender do you think infused the whole factor of money being a strong ground into relationships?
That's a tough one. It's quite tricky. I would say women kind of made it look like it's an obligation and an expectation, it's something that by force it must be done, right?
We made it look like?
See, like I said, we are coming from a place where it wasn't about using the mind to work, basically. It was about strength. So you find farmers, you find hunters. There are people who are literally using that muscle strength to do stuff and make money, right? Now we are in a stage where, I mean, you don't necessarily need your muscle to do stuff and bring in money. So back then, because of how it was, the men will obviously bring in the money. So it's formed, a certain culture, if I put it that way. So across, outside Ghana, wherever you find yourself, you find the man being at the top, trying to fend, make money, come back home and feed. Now we've gotten to the point where women can also make the money. Okay. Now, because of what existed before, even though they can make the money now, and now probably would, because they're also fighting for equal rights and,
Right.
privileges and certain opportunities. Okay. If that is the case, why is that when it comes to the money conversation, then they want to just, let's just keep it for the men, right?
Not true. Not entirely true, though.
Really?
Because lately, I think we've seen a rise of certain women gaining or earning more than their men.
Yes.
And that becomes another situation in the terms of relationship where the men feel very insecure because their spouses or partners are earning more.
It's not really about they feeling insecure because they are earning more. It's about what that state of a woman's life does to their psyche. 'Cause,
Really?
Yeah,
No, I don't think so.
Here's the thing, right? You said something about what both genders bring to the table. Okay, so all along it was like, oh, the guys, what do they have? It's just money. Now I have money as a woman, so really, really, what are you coming to show
But
me?
actually,
You
for a
understand?
guy, when you take out the money aspect of it, what do you think you bring to the
a
table?
whole lot.
Like,
You know me,
no, I don't. So
crispy.
I'm getting to know you.
bro. I'm crispy.
So like what?
See, you have your care, you have attention.
The care comes with.
Oh, it doesn't necessarily have to be money. I mean, I'm taking care of you, as in making. There's something I do that's it's very intuitive. Women think they're the only ones who have intuition. I read people. You understand? So I can literally look at you and take care of you mentally. I'm taking care of you spiritually. I'm taking care of you. I mean,
Share the
it goes. It goes beyond. Come on, you do a 9 to 5. I wake up, I get your water for you, I boil it, do all of those things. Make sure you're prepared for the day. Like, it goes beyond just this is money, take it and go and do whatever you want to do, right? But we still have women today, again because of the culture that existed, that even though they are earning more, when we go out, they still expect you to pay as the man. The transportation to the place. Come and pick me up from where I am, and then you take me to the restaurant. When you finish, you drop me off. Finish, you give me something on top of it. Like, there's a whole economy around this whole thing, and that is what I don't get. If truly you are fighting for everything, you want to be equal in every single aspect of life, then when it comes to the money conversation too, let's hear you say that.
Nah, I want to come to you.
See,
So
okay.
you go on and then I come.
I think sometimes it's like our upbringing, right? You're in a house where your dad is the protector. You have male siblings, or your dad would be like, if you go out and you're dating and your guy does something, I'm going to beat up the guy. if I'm in the midst of boys, I grew up in the midst of boys, I'll see these boys as my protectors. You get it? So if you come in to date me, I expect you to take care of me like how my siblings, my brothers, or my dad treats me. You know, I'm talking for myself because I didn't grow up with my dad in my house. Anyways, and my brother really beats me up. I mean, but that's where it stems from. Now, when you were, I think you asked the question about who brought money, yeah,
into the picture.
For me, I would say girls, right? Naturally, we are materialistic. You know,
Okay.
I'm not saying that. I don't think it's wrong, but naturally, that's how we were. We're dressing for our babies at a young age. We wanted change of clothes. We're admiring the baby's hair and things. You don't expect me to grow and, you know, I don't have money for wig. If I don't have the money, obviously whoever I'm dating is who I'll rely on to, you know, provide for me. Yeah. Because if that person is not there, it will be my parent. And now I'm old.
Wait, so you can't take care of yourself?
I'm not saying I can't take care of myself.
You said if I'm not there, it will be your parent. So what happens to you?
If I don't have the money, obviously I'll ask someone. Maybe, I don't know.
So you as a girl, if you don't have the money, you can ask someone. Imagine as a guy, if I don't have money,
you to ask someone.
You ask
maybe
your male friends.
if I'm your girlfriend and you don't have money and I have money, maybe I'll give you. Maybe not. Maybe you may never know. Have you ever asked?
Talking on that, he mentioned that since we are all garnering towards equality, has there ever been an instance where you went on a date and you either had to go Dutch with a guy or you paid for it?
Who invited who to the date?
That's your personal experience.
That's
I think so.
Case you have?
Closed. No, I'm saying who invited who to a date.
I'm guessing she's never
I'm not walking around inviting boys to the date.
I see. So I guess they had to foot the bill.
Yeah, you invited me. You didn't know if I had money or not. You invited me to the date. Now you're asking me to pay my share. I can sit home and cook and eat. Do my banku, pepper, no fish, I'll eat. You've invited me to a bougie restaurant. They all see 50-50.
It's not possible,
it's
right?
not.
So are you saying when you're going out on a date with a guy, you don't have, you know, backup money or anything?
I'm not saying that. You invited me out. Did you say we are going to pay 50-50?
No, so I can equally say, oh, can we go somewhere and have a meal or anything? And you don't think that there's an expectation on you to say,
no, you
I
have
will pay
to.
for
You
my
have
own
to.
meal.
You have to tell me, like, can we go out? Then you pay 50, I'll pay 50.
So I boldly type and say, Sarah, please.
Why can't you type that?
What if
because you feel like
his
you
wallet
telling me
was
that,
left?
Oh,
So what,
there is mobile money.
no, is the thing? She's already thinking from scratch that if I invite her out, I am going to pay the full bill, right? She wants me to outrightly say it.
You don't need to pay the full bill. You can choose not to eat and pay my bill. you really don't need to pay the full bill.
At the end of the day, the woman has to win. You see, I mean, that's the problem. No matter what you do, as a guy, when you get into a relationship, you might hear Debbie a baby, and the woman will tell you, as for me, oh, I don't like money and I don't think about money. When it gets to the crust of the issue, you realize that indeed money is very, very important.
Now let's bring it to marital terms, even like the preparation towards the marriage and everything. I know some people's parents actually ask their daughters, "Akwawe wosikana," like, can he pay for this? And mostly the list they even give the guys. Like, it's so much that you can clearly tell that they really expect money or finances to be a foundation in it. And they want to see if he's capable of taking care of you. So do you think our background has really played a role with how we think who should handle money when it comes to relationships and ensuring that that is aesthetic?
Absolutely.
What do you think about that?
Okay, so she did say something of that sort. I mean, what our parents, you know, taught us, or what we saw growing up, has also sort of made it look like, okay, this is how things are supposed to be. But from my experience, having been involved in a few wedding preparations and stuff, speaking to them, you see, it's a parent looking out for their child, okay, and wanting to ensure that what I've already been doing for this daughter of mine, if she's leaving, like the Bible says, you leave and you cleave. So you totally separate yourself from
Your family
to go and create a whole new family. Now I need to know that this family that this my daughter is going into, it's something that she's not going to come back and be complaining, and I now as a father have to be sending them stipends or allowances every month to take care of their home. No, I need to make sure that this person is responsible enough to take care of my child. I've been with, I've had guys who they had a long list, right? But they go and speak to the parents, right? Let them know, bro. It's not like, Charlie, I no go if you do this thing. It's a tradition, it's a culture. You need to buy some items. Some are outrageous, some are really not needed. Some parents will actually put in there to see if you are man enough to come talk about it. Because it's not a given that the moment they give you one full scrap page, then you go and buy everything. No. You can actually talk about it.
To add to that, I feel like, the list and things that you need to buy is like an investment. Where you put your money.
That's where your heart is.
Yes. And I won't dash you my kid. You won't respect it. You have to spend on something for you to appreciate the thing. So it's a way of the parent telling you that me bano on your like on that form like ofifie. So you came for like this year. So you do all those things.
But that's commodifying a human being.
No,
but then what if the guy can't afford it? Like in actuality, he cannot afford it. Doesn't that now become a red flag to you? First of all, the person he's expected to go into a long-term relationship with, and to the family. Doesn't that become a red flag?
Possibly. I don't. As a guy, there you have to, be at least financially stable to even think of getting married, because then kids will come in. How are you going to fend for the kids?
What about the ladies?
So marriage is not for the poor. I'm sorry.
You can't be poor and horny, as I usually say.
You can't.
But
it's not possible. It's a sin.
No, but you see, it's more on you are going to get married. I was talking about commodifying this person. We've had guys come out boldly and say, "Matisika awario, my ball hoka awario." The kind of
for those that do not understand, could you translate?
So she was saying that my daughter is of value.
Yeah.
I do not want you to. I can't dash her out to you. She's not a gift. I'm just giving out to you. You understand? You need to spend. I need to see that you value this person that is coming into your life.
Yeah.
Right? Now, this person does all of this and feels entitled to a property. Right? If I go out and I buy a Benz, I treat it the way I want to treat it because I use my money to buy it. So if I come to you and you give me a lengthy, whatever, and tell me you need to do this, you need to do that, you need to do this, and I finish doing all of that, and I decide to treat you as my property, how would you feel?
But even if they dash me to you, how would you treat me?
No, you see, that's what I'm saying. It is in how you are communicating that exchange or whatever it is, because I can equally those who use 5 cows, 6 cows as bride price. What would we say? You know the price of a cow. Right?
I'm a Northern, I can tell.
You can exactly. So if I come and give you 10 cows for one girl, and you're telling me that I shouldn't do whatever I want to do, then Jacob and Esau their days there, Charlie, those people like them for do more.
But why do you want to go and buy something? Oh no, let me not say buy. Let's not.
The ladies will come for you.
Why would you think of going to pay someone's bride price? Sorry. All this money you spend on the wedding and everything, and you take it home. You take her. Jesus.
You take her home.
You take her home
and make her your property.
And you make her your property and think you can treat her anyhow. So, like, why are you even going to, do that to someone?
That's because money was a factor that helped him acquire this said property, which is supposed to be your partner.
They actually put her on sale.
And you were able to buy.
Of course. Now, if I'm able to buy it, what do? I buy my phone. I treat it the way I want to treat it, right? I buy food. I eat it the way I want to eat it.
But then it's a partnership, like you mentioned, relationship. Yeah. So it means it's supposed to be a partnership.
Absolutely.
So in a situation where all things were good, everything went out well, we've gone past the marital stage, and now we're in a relationship. We end differently. So some people believe it's best both parties bring 50-50 to the table when it comes to bills. They split exactly. Some people too feel, 60-40 or 70-30, but majority goes to the man because, hey, the man's money is our money, but the lady's money is her money. So in that situation, one person becomes more of the spendthrift and another barely spends in the house.
Yeah.
And then it now brings financial issues into the relationship. How do we handle that kind of situation? Because definitely I believe that indeed money plays a huge and significant role in relationships.
Okay.
So in that scenario,
Yeah.
what do you think about the entire situation?
I'm of the opinion that whoever has more gives more. Okay.
Okay.
So if you have more time, you give more time. If you have more money, you are given more money.
But then we also live in a economy or in the part of the world
Yeah.
where nobody actually truly discloses what they earn. They'll give you a picture to what they are earning, but it might not be the actual.
Then so that would be, I mean, it's pretty subjective, in different strokes for different folks. I don't mind sharing how much I earn with my partner. Okay, when I get into a space like that, I know I'm doing this, like you said, it's a partnership. So I'm coming in with a certain transparent, figure, so that you know that, okay, you can trust me, and I'm expecting the same from you, right? So now, that being the case, if I realize that you have more to give, whether it's time, it's money, whatever resource it is, because we are doing it as a partnership, in this moment, if you have more of the money and you're giving it, the time I have, when it comes to the moment where I have more time, you will know that I would definitely give more time, right? So we should be able to communicate with our partners and understand that, okay, we are doing this thing together, irrespective of how much I have and you have. The money is for us.
So as a guy, is financial compatibility something you look out for
Oh, yes.
when looking at a partner?
Oh, yeah.
So what in it is what you're looking for, and what's in that is a red flag to you?
Someone who thinks of money as an asset, right?
But money is an asset.
It's just an asset.
It helps
But
you get assets too.
People don't see. People think it's something that it grows on trees. You can just use it anyhow you want. And so far as the person who is giving it to you is available, they always, I need to know that if I'm giving you this set amount of money, you are not automatically, the first thing that comes into your mind is heels and bags and hair and all of that. No, right? You should. I mean, it's. I gave you money, yes, but there are several things you can do with the money, and most of these times, it's not like you lack these things you want to get. You go into a woman's wardrobe and, Chris, I don't have clothes, so, okay, open the closet. What are these?
Maybe they don't fit anymore. They are
They
no
don't
longer
have
in
the
trend.
clothes they want to wear.
They
would like to
So
wear
use
at
your
that
money to get
moment.
those clothes then.
So that's something you look out for in a partner
Yeah.
when you're considering a
Yeah.
relationship. Let me come to you now.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think financial compatibility is something you look out for when going into a relationship? And what are some of the red flags when it comes to financial compatibility in a guy you look out for?
Someone who will not treat me anyhow after giving me money.
How would you measure that?
As I said, that's why money is not something. No, let me not say it that way.
Your family members
it's not the
for you.
initial, thing that will attract me to a guy. My friends, family, co-workers, boss, I only relate to them because I think they are kind people. If you're my family, you are not kind. Make sure about I won't speak to you. So that's one thing I look out for. Like someone who is kind, because kindness can go a long way. There are marriages where husband can wake up and the wife is pregnant and be like, hey, Charlie, Nancy, why I see you? You know that this thing, it's something, it's very sensitive,
You won't
and you
say
say
things
it
like
all,
that, yeah.
what worry, with Jija, But if you have a partner who is kind, it's better than money, because I can have a rich husband who may not respect me. He will even think twice about the things he will say to me. And I can have like a
Middle class kind of,
semi-rich guy, someone who is not too rich, but very respectful and kind. And for me, that's what I want.
You still haven't mentioned the red flags when it comes to financial compatibility. I get that money is not your bonding glue when it comes to a relationship, but we cannot move past the fact that it is critical and important in relationships.
Oh, yes.
So what do you look out for as a red flag? This guy, dear, when it comes to money, this about him is what I'll not make him. I'll not even put him in the lining list to consider.
Or you're stingy. Or scanning somehow.
See, I need maybe the guys might not like me for this, but there's something innate in guys, right? That, like she mentioned, the protectionist thing and the provision thing, wanting to look out for the people that we want, right? So if a guy is into you and he likes you, he wants you, it's not difficult for him to spend on you, provide for you, protect you, and all of these things. The only thing that will stop him or make him feel like, Charlie, but this girl said, what's up, is when she makes that like it's an obligation by force.
That is how you like. That's how you started off.
See,
yeah.
You need to. It's not like he came and he was splashing money on you. If you are following that kind,
they do.
Some boys have their set budgets to do those things.
Wow.
Oh, I set aside. Thank you.
Then when the relationship catches fire, like when it starts,
It kicks off.
Scanasa.
She's gonna sign you. She's put aside a budget, 50K, 10K for Sarah Ely. And he's using it for something. He wants to get something from you. It's not like he wants to be with you.
Or you see, we are not onyamia. Like that's it.
That ends there.
Wow. But actually,
Explains a lot.
actually, there are people that start off the relationship by like using money to entice, just to impress, so they can
Yeah.
get the girl. And then once they get the girl, the efforts stop.
After election, no campaign, bro.
No, but you don't start what you can't finish.
No, after election, no
And
campaign.
once
Charlie.
you've used money
Yeah.
to begin their entire relationship, you need to find
You have
means
to
and ways
continue.
to
You have to
adjust.
sustain it.
Yes, you need to find means and ways to adjust. So in that regard, how do you think men and ladies can maintain and sustain a relationship, putting money as the factor?
First, you see, they are coming with the money because they know if they don't start with money, you not even give them a listening ear. That's facts. He's
You sure?
approaching. Yeah.
You didn't know me.
No, see, what are the signs of wealth that show first off when you approach a guy, right? He's probably got, some
His appearance.
good. So his shoes, belt, watch,
Perfume.
Thank you.
Even how he speaks.
Oh, we're not there.
Oh, there are some rich,
don't.
rich, crassive women. Like,
You use some
there are
accent
some
and
rich.
some.
When I was in Legon, right, I had a mate, and his brother is very rich. He came from US, and he came to the hostel, and he saw me, and I was skinny, but my boobs were. He was like, oh, he likes me and everything. One time, I think when he was leaving there, he dashed money, and I got more than my friends. And he called me one time. I was sleeping. Then he was like, hey, I don't know voice. I don't want to be Biswana. There are some
Just
boys who
like
have
that.
money, but
You get
Or you
it.
crash
I mean,
me,
but you need to invest in that appearance. So without money, this lady is not even. She doesn't want to see you. She doesn't want to talk to you, right? So because of that, yeah, you find guys going to rent cars, borrow cars from friends, put up a certain lifestyle just to impress, because that is what you also want to see.
But then that's not healthy. So I'm asking, how can we maintain a healthy
So let me talk to her.
relationship?
I'm talking to the women.
Please speak to us.
It's you see, don't think any guy who walks up to you looking flashy and expensive is that
rich.
guy.
It's the real deal.
No. If you want to get to know someone, know them beyond the appearance, right? Know them for what's in here. I get it. You're not going to the market and tell the woman that.
would you
I have
know a
sense.
woman when you meet your girls?
Yeah.
Do you just look at the you don't look at the
You said boobs,
outward
right?
appearance?
Boobs are life. I love boobs. Right?
You
it will attract me.
But what do
I'll-
I see on you for me to get attracted to you as a
What
guy?
do you see on me?
Yeah.
He has a regular good haircut is fine. First off, his beard is kept, right? He has a good haircut. He looks presentable, not expensive.
Well groomed.
You understand? Well groomed. Thank you very much. So now when you see that, okay, I can kick off a conversation with this guy. Now when we start that, me personally, if I'm talking to you as a woman and no day for here, no matter how good you look,
What if she's rich and you
are rich?
her background, her family background, they
Yes,
are rich.
OADB, but no.
You
don't
wouldn't.
like-
No.
Okay.
I might put you on a project. 3 months, 4 months.
Wow.
No,
Let's get
really.
some. I'm investing in something as well. My time is also in there. So if I get something small and I leave, because you see, like I'm saying to the woman, it's not about how this person is looking and all of those things. This is also very, very
I
important.
think now we know the trick. We
What's the
don't
trick?
trust all the flashy looks and we don't trust it anymore. Ahwene Pankasa. We know that there are rich guys who don't even show it in the way they dress. So we know the trick, right, girls?
So now, what's your last advice to couples out there to maintain a healthy relationship with fairness when it comes to
talk
money?
to the boys.
Please feel free.
Ask Chris.
They are all ears.
Speak to the boys. If you are dating someone or married to a woman and she's making money more than you, it's okay. It's okay. Accept her as she was. Adi, you said she can't rely on you. Like, it can't be all about money in the relationship. Now she has money a little bit more than you. It's like there is always envy when it comes to that. It's like people should know how to deal with it.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, guys. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Na. And I think it's been a very dicey situation because when it comes to money, everyone is interested and everyone finds money important. So until the next time, I've been your host, Michaela, and see you another time.